Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Tea with Nan on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Welcome. I have my heart cup today. Pink heart cup is very beautiful. One of my friends gave me this and I send her love every time I use it. I hope you're all okay. It's lovely to be here. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Certainly in Cornwall it is anyway. We love it here when the sun shines. You get a lot of rain. So I hope everyone's okay. It's lovely to be here. As I say, Monday's a good day. It starts the week. So what are we thinking? Are we thinking, we've got to get through this challenge or that challenge? And we have a lot of challenges. And a lot of people I speak to, especially my clients, are talking about how they're only just surviving. So, what made me think of doing this one today was because of that, because people think I'm only just surviving. I've got to get through this, so I've got to get through that. And of course, a lot of people are put in situations of lack because of it. And that's what I want to help you with today. I want to talk about don't just survive, thrive. And maybe you could make that into an affirmation. I haven't thought about that until now. But if you make it into an affirmation, you could just think, I don't just survive, I thrive. It's a lovely affirmation. But to start with, obviously, we're going to have to break that down a little bit. So I'm waiting for someone to come on here so I can send you a Monday hug, everybody. I know you all got busy lives. As I say, in lots of ways, we survive, just about survive, because we have so much pressure on ourselves. And it could be financial pressure. It could be your body's not working well. It could be all sorts of things that are causing you to feel like you only just make it through the day or the week or whatever. So basically, life challenges can be so demanding. I've got it all up here, but it could be all sorts of challenges. It could be that, you have an emotional challenge, a mental challenge, a physical challenge, a situation. Perhaps most people I speak to have got financial challenges. So that is something, we can change, but not in a logical way. We're going to talk about the law of attraction a bit more in this particular talk. So we need to think differently. I've got a whole board up here with a whole load of stuff on it. I never really remembered to say it all, but we need to focus on thriving in the areas that we don't thrive, okay, or that we feel that there's a lack. That's what we need to do. And I know, because I've done it all my life, I've thought I must pay that, I must do this, I must get that. The pressure's been on, and what have I done? I've caused more pressure. My body's energies have been depleted, those chakra energies I talk about all the time, especially when we're worried about just surviving and getting through. Our base chakra shuts down. This is our main battery that feeds the rest. So it's a very important thing to change the way we see it, so that our subconscious mind, our 97% or 95%, I believe, that's a huge big chunk of us in there, can basically order this for us. We are consciously thinking, I must pay that and do that and whatever. As I say, the survival mode, that is the base chakra. We need to think, I don't just survive, I thrive. So think about now which areas that you might be lacking in. And just hold that thought, put it to one side and think, okay, I'm going to work on that later. With the rest of the stuff I'm talking about today, this might be useful to you. So my Tea with Nan, the influence of others, may be able to help you. Explains the power of 5. So let's just explain how we are affected by people around us, because that can bring you down and keep your energy low. So that was on the 17th of the 7th, 23. So that's the Tea with Nans like we're doing today. So 17th of the 7th, 23, the influence of others explains the power of 5. Now, what I mean by that, very briefly, is that we are influenced by the people around us. So supposing you were worried about money and you've got other friends worried about money. So you're going to be always worried about money because that's what they're worried about, and you're influenced by their energy. If you were with successful people that were rich and didn't have any money worries, you probably wouldn't be as worried, because you identify with those people and you naturally become the average of those 5. So that could be in any area of your life. It could be successful people. I've talked about that a bit further down the list here. But if you hang about with successful people or positive people, you are more likely to attract that into your life because you are influenced by them. You're having secondhand glory, if you like, from the people that are positive and the people that are successful, naturally successful. You are going to be affected by them and most likely going to attract what they are in their world into your world. That's the way it works. If you're hanging about with people who are Eeyores in life and everything's wrong and it's all going a bit sad, thank you, Sue. Good afternoon. I believe you're the first person on here. Yes, I've been talking for 5 minutes and no one's been here. Oh, Vicky, you're here as well, darling. Thank you. Happy hugs to you, Vicky and Sue. Thank you for being here. So in case you missed the title, don't just survive, thrive. That's what we're talking about today. And Kerry's here. Oh, Kerry, I'm sending you lots of love and healing. I am. And we've got Annie as well. You've all just come on now. See, we have busy lives, don't we? Every one of us has got busy lives and we're all doing something. And that's lovely. Oh, thank you. Well, happy Monday to all of you so far. But we do need to change the environment we surround ourselves with to think differently. You know, if we're with people who feel they only just get through the day, then we're going to have that feeling all the time. Oh, hi, David. It's lovely you're here, Dave. Happy Monday to you. So talking about the power of 5 again, obviously, if you can go back to that talk, you will find that that will help you to be more selective over where you're influenced in your life. 17th of the 7th, 23 does explain that. But you see, if you gradually expect whatever they're feeling, whatever they're having, whatever their experience is, you tend to, on another level, think, well, that could be me. So if we make sure that even if we're with people who are in a lack place, that we are going to change the way we look at things, then the things we look at will change. That's a Wayne Dyer quote. But it will change because you're looking at it differently and you're feeling it differently. And what you feel, you attract. So it's very important by the law of attraction not to feel in a lack place or just getting through the day, thriving, surviving place. Because otherwise that puts you into anxious, you know, your body's anxious, your chakra energies go down, and you're waiting for the next challenge, aren't you? So, and I have to say, I've lived that all my life. I know exactly what everybody is feeling when they do this because I've done it. So I've had to think, okay, I'm going to focus on people that are successful, that people that have got what I want. And if you can do that, if you can surround yourself with people who have what you want, whatever that want is, and believe that you deserve to have it the same as they have, then that's what you're going to attract. Now, if you can't get out and you can't be with people and you've got a lot of Eeyores in your life or family, or as people do have, then you can watch people that influence you on YouTube, or you can watch people that are positive. Any platform you like. It might be a film, it might be something that inspires you. I want to be like that. I want to have what they have. But while you're thinking I want it, just imagine these are your people. You relate to what they have and you deserve everything you want. And if you could just imagine that you thrive in that area, you don't just survive, you thrive. And you're kidding yourself on. Of course you are if you haven't got it, but your subconscious believes you. And the law of attraction, if you can feel that feeling of thriving for 17 seconds, that's all it takes to lock it into your body's energy and to lock it into the law of attraction. So it may come back to you. There's no guarantees, but I've seen a lot of return on that. If you can just invest in I have, rather than I need, I want, I'm just getting through my day. And so that can be in any area, can't it? But the law of attraction will return all of your thoughts and feelings. So you really want to be careful and mindful about what those feelings are. And think about people who have an easier life, people who have lack is not part of their life, people who thrive in any area. So I'll give you another example. If I know people that have done this actually. One of my own family did this. It was amazing what she got. If you want a new car and you can't afford the new car, but you want the new car and you think, okay, I want that car so badly, I know I'm going to test drive a brand new car that I want. And I don't have any means to buy it. I'm just going to test drive it. And you know, while you're test driving, this is what happened to her. While you're test driving that car, your feeling is thriving. Somehow you have it. And sure enough, by the law of attraction, everything worked out that around that consciousness that she could afford it. An offer was made to her to buy this car, and it wasn't logical in any way that she could have this, but she got what she wanted by having. I'm always encouraging people to go and test drive a car they want, or to go and see a house they want to buy, or if they want to move, go and experience that and feel like you thrive in that area, that this is something you deserve. I know a lady who, actually I've done this with a couple of clients actually, but who really wanted to have a child. Now, this doesn't always work on everyone, so this is my slight disclaimer, but the people that I've helped to progress in this area have been people that really invested the energy in having. Okay, so if you struggle, maybe I can help you again. But what they did is they really wanted their child. They wanted so desperately. And a couple of ladies I'm thinking of could not fall pregnant. So I said to them, hold a baby, hold your friend's baby. And I just want you to imagine while you're holding that baby, and make sure you do, that you're experiencing the feeling of having a baby in your arms. And so I did that with them, and they went and done it. And you know, just feeling that baby, they smell the baby's lovely. They experienced having, they pretended in their minds that they could too have a baby in their arms that was theirs. And those women I'm talking about in particular did have babies, and more of since. So it did work very well for them. But you have to experience the thriving, the having, not the lack. Acknowledge the lack. Oh yes, definitely acknowledge it, because you need to be aware of what you need to change. So you have to put your focus somewhere else. So, and think, I have, and be an actor or an actress. Just imagine having what you want, you know, and thriving in that area without the logic that goes with how. How do I get that? So you've got to kind of expect a miracle, haven't you? Because if you're in a place you've always reacted to this stimulus, this makes me feel this, I feel insecure because of that, whatever, it can cause pathways in your mind, in your brain. And the pathways are synapses that like basically condition you to have the same response. So this always makes me feel, and I always have this, and this always happens to me, and I'm always in a lack place. Well, if you're kind of expecting a miracle, then you give yourself a chance to form new synapses. You're hopeful of a happy ending for this. You're hopeful of thriving, and that you deserve that. Okay, a lot of people don't feel they deserve to thrive. It's a new way of thinking about themselves. So if you could just say to yourself, right, I expect a miracle, or start singing I Believe in Miracles, that song. Why not? Miracles happen to people who expect miracles. I'm just going to give you a little thing I haven't put on here actually. Oh, Yvonne, that's lovely you're here. Happy Monday to you. You know, miracles do happen to people who expect miracles. If you took all the money away from a rich man, oh, hi, Joanne. Thank you for being here. Lots of love. If you took all the money away from a rich man who's normally rich, he expects to be rich. He's always thriving in that area. So very quickly, he would attract the money to come back into his life, because he's always had it. And if you gave lots of money to a poor man who's never had it, and then basically he would lose it because he's never had it. It would be alien to him. Okay, so very quickly he would probably lose it. I know plenty of people who have come into money and lost it pretty quick, because they, on a subconscious level, expect to have less. They've always had it. That's those synapses I was thinking about, the pathways. I only have this. So it's survive mode rather than thrive mode. And I want you to kind of think, I'm going to be a thrive. I'm going to be a winner, you know, and be like the people who have. So the rich man always attracts more money. The poor man will attract having less. And we've all done it. I've done it. So if you can turn it around with a miracle, just imagine you have what it is. Be influenced by those people that you watch on platforms, or friends or family that have. You know, don't be envious of anything. Just feel you have it instead. Ah, what a beautiful day, says Joanne. Sending love and Monday hugs. Oh, that's so lovely. It is a beautiful afternoon. We are so lucky. We are so lucky. And if we think about what we have, we'll probably attract more and thrive anyway. So gratitude's a really nice one. And connection's really important to each other, because we can influence each other in a good way, like I keep saying, as long as we're mindful. So Believe in Miracles is a tea with Nan I've done. You might want to look at. It's really good for you and a child, because we've stopped believing in miracles when we get very heavy with the reality and the challenges we have around us. Like I say, people might have, I know one client lost his job and didn't have any money, and of course it's going to make him feel really bad, and more and more and more of that comes to him. So I taught him how to believe in miracles and how something good will always come from something bad. And you know, he focused on having, and he got it. He got a better job. Hi Jane, it's lovely that you're here. Happy Monday. So the miracles talk I did, a tea with Nan, is on the 26th of the 6th, 23. And I've got another one, another tea with Nan I want to show you. It's Even Though. So it's on the 7th of the 8th, 23. Now I use this one a lot. Even though I haven't got this, or I'm lacking in this or that, it all turns around and I have what I want. And it just comes to me. Even though this hasn't presented itself. Oh, Jane says she's sorry. Oh, it's a great idea. Come back and listen to it from the beginning. It's lovely. And please share this, guys, because you never know who it's going to help. Someone you know might just need this inspiration today. So yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you start changing how you feel in this moment. The moment is being mindful, you know. Believe in miracles. That talk is good. 26th of the 6th, 23. Even though 7th of the 8th, 23, even though I don't have this, I'm going to imagine I thrive and I do have this, whatever this is that you need. I've been cosmic ordering, says Joanne. I'm getting all that I deserve. Yes, you do. When I thought I didn't deserve it, I wasn't getting it. Thank you. She was absolutely right. When we don't, it's a big thing. We don't think we deserve to thrive. We think life is going to be hard. It's a good point, Joanne. It's very important that we think right now, from this moment onwards, I'm changing the way I think about myself, and the pathways in my brain will say I have and I thrive, even if the situation around me is suggesting otherwise, or your consciousness is showing lack in any area. You really need to just think, I deserve to have a thriving, happy life, and whatever you need that to be, in whichever area. So listen to those talks, and I've got Turn It All Around. That's another tea with Nan I've done, and I'm going to read something to you that I said on that talk, because this is something I really, really enjoy sharing with you, because it's so showing you how this works. Turn it all around. So you've got the situation you're in now, but with your mind you're turning it around. By the law of attraction, it's going to be coming, or hopefully coming to you. I'll read this to you. The Turn It Around talk I did, supports this, is on the 13th of the 11th, 23. And this is what I want you to write. So listen to this, write it out. This is another great affirmation, okay? It's a really nice one. And it's also a very strong intention, okay? Wrote it a long time ago. Everything can be turned around with just one thought. Nothing is beyond our control as we create our own destiny. Embrace the power within you. The mindfulness is the power. So this is a really nice one. Shall I say it again? Yeah, perhaps you could write it down. And by the way, when you write it down, read it to yourself again. What I've found with most clients and friends that I've given this to, within 10 minutes of reading it, your subconscious creates something beautiful to come into your consciousness by the law of attraction. So things do turn around very quickly because you expect it. One more then, I'll read it again. Everything can be turned around with just one thought. Nothing is beyond our control as we create our own destiny. Embrace the power within you. Very beautiful. So just think about that. Say it to yourself, whatever it is that needs to be turned around. And you need to thrive, not just survive. This is what we need to be focused on. So we need to be mindful. And I've written out one of my symbols that I channeled through. This was the very first symbol I ever channeled through. And I needed it at the time because I needed to thrive in learning. I was learning to be a teacher, and I was doing all the exams, and And I'm very dyslexic, so I found the questions really hard when I was trying to do my homework. And I said to my spirit guides, give me a symbol that I can focus on that will wake me up so I can actually read and understand the question, so I can thrive at what I want to learn. Okay, this could be for anything though. This is mindfulness. It could be for being mindful of anything you want to achieve, and that means the thriving. Okay, that's why I chose it for today. And the very first symbol they gave me was this one. So I channeled it, and it goes like this. It's mindfulness for achieving anything that you want to thrive in. Okay, so it starts from the bottom. You take a breath, you build the energy, it goes up and hooks. Then you've got two lovely triangles that just give you a feeling of balance and holding it steady. So let's do that again. Deep breath, build the energy, move it up. I'm actually sending this to you right now so that every one of you right now is feeling mindful. Every one of you, I'm sending this by Reiki, okay? And that's why it's quite useful being a Reiki master. I can just give you that energy. So I'm sending you mindfulness in that symbol, and I'm giving it to you now. So today, right now, as you watch this, you're becoming more mindful, and you can be mindful of what you wish to thrive in. So don't just survive, thrive. Be mindful of what you need to change how you see it. You need to attract what you want, not what you don't want. Okay? You've got a couple of things to think about. Miracles happen to people who expect miracles. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to make a dream come true? You need to be mindful of what you want, to feel abundant, to feel that you thrive in that area. And whatever area that is, it might be relationships. It might be, as I say, financially, practical stuff. You know, focus on people who have. If it is relationships, focus on people who have the best, thriving, happy relationship, and then imagine yourself to have that. Acknowledge the lack, but imagine having. Imagine thriving just like they do. And they've been your influence in it, and something that's guiding you along those pathways to what you want, not what you don't want. So listen to the talks if you want to. As I say, the influence of others, they do have an influence on you. They can make you inspire yourself to be a winner in any area you lack. So the influence of others, 17th of the 7th, 23. And hopefully if you read that, listen to that, then you can perhaps take note of who is influencing you. And if you are influenced by negativity, that's okay. Just imagine you're protecting yourself from that with positivity, okay? And surround yourself mostly in your mind or online or whatever. If you have friends that are positive, be around them, okay? Believe in miracles and think to yourself, even though, those two talks are good, believe in miracles, even though I can turn it around. Those three go really nicely together, actually, don't they? Believe in miracles, 26th of the 6th, 23, even though 7th of the 8th, 23, and turn it all around, 13th of the 11th, 23. You've got your symbol, and now you've got your intention, and I've given you that energy today. So please share this with everyone, like I said. Remember the affirmation, I don't just survive, I thrive. And of course, everything can be turned around. Affirmation is there as well. So perhaps pause this, write it out, and say it to yourself. It's been a lovely 25 minutes nearly I've been on here. Oh, Kerry says, thank you. Is this what you needed to hear? Well, that's beautiful. Kerry, may I say that if you're, say, for instance, lacking, we'll go back to health or something, think of yourself or think of someone else that is really abundant and healthy. And just think, I deserve that. That's where I thrive. I thrive right now. I don't just survive, I thrive, says Kerry. Yes! I'm so pleased for you. I'm so pleased. While you're saying that, Kerry, you are helping yourself to feel safe. And thank you, Sue. And you are helping those energies, your chakra energies, they all link with emotion. You're helping yourself to feel hopeful and great and happy. And when you're happy, your body works better. You know, and your mind attracts more of it by the law of attraction. So it's a good one today to do. And next week, I'm going to have a really good fun A really good fun one to do. I've got a really good talk to do next week, and I can't wait for you to see you to do it. So I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but my inner child loves it. It makes me giggle a lot. So I hope to see you again next week. In the meantime, have a good week. Keep your emotional balloon high. Whatever you do, everything can be turned around. Can you repeat the other one, please? Kerry, which one? Do you mean the everything? That one? Do you mean that one? Because I think Kerry's asking for it again. Of course, you can listen to it. Oh, hi, Val. Thank you for joining us, darling. Kerry's just asked for a repeat. I think you mean of both those affirmations. I don't just survive, I thrive. Well, you've got that one, so it must be this one you need. One more time then before I go. Thank you so much, says Jane. Thank you, darling. That's all right, Val. It doesn't matter. You can listen to it again and you can see me next week. Right, one more time for Kerry, okay? Everything can be turned around with just one thought. Nothing is beyond our control as we create our own destiny. Embrace the power within you. Be mindful. You've got that energy in you now. I've presented it. Be mindful. Everything can be turned around. You need to have that intention to make it so, or to certainly help to make it so. So I'm going to send you all Monday hugs. Namaste moment, and I shall see you all again next week. And please listen to this again if you've missed it, share it. It's good to be there for other people. Lots of love to every one of you, and I hope you enjoy being mindful that you don't just survive, you thrive all week. Let me know how you get on. Go to my website perhaps to look up more talks, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And if you want to talk to me, perhaps email me, nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. I nearly forgot to mention it. That's so me. Let me know how you get on maybe next week. But play with this and see how you get on. I'd love to hear your success stories. I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Lots of love.